Yeah, something essentially stuck on Rocky.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gotcha.
It allowed you to
Yeah.
make the checks.
So actually, this
And
next
we were-
this next day you can like finish it up.
And we were gonna travel for like 3 days to the next point, so it
Mhm.
basically doesn't matter that you failed the third attempt.
Yeah, you'll get it.
Remind me, how do you open your sheet again?
Journal,
Really?
Roll 20.
newspaper
It's
page,
been a hot Good start.
and then double click
Find it. Dog.
Ah,
ARF.
doggy.
Okay.
I'm scared.
I'd bark. What?
Yeah, we all bark at dog.
I'm scared.
No.
No.
I think the funniest part is how Bartholomew specifically said, "Don't spend it all in one place."
And you did.
We do.
Yeah.
By one place, does he mean this camp or one shop?
He might mean
I
one
mean-
shot.
Spent it on 2 places.
We literally spent it all in one store, so it doesn't matter.
Oh,
And
okay.
I also distinctly remember my response was something like, "I cannot promise that."
Yeah.
Me too, exact. Okay, let's see. That's kind of funny.
Okay, so
But,
oh, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna ask, like, did you guys not look at the other shops, or like, was there?
We
no
didn't need
up-
to. We got what we
There were no
wanted.
other shops.
What if they offer for cheaper?
Well,
Mm.
it's one
Oh, shit,
camp,
you're
so
right.
they have
Oh,
like
shit.
one guy who does the armory, that kind of thing. Like,
No, there's
Yeah,
a
John
mall,
Smith.
like, if we go up north, like,
Yeah,
to the map, there's a mall there. Fuck, we didn't check. It's the discount bargain mall.
Quick, guys, let's return everything and check around.
no,
We could
You
just
just
not
don't-
pay.
no,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
no.
Precisely.
All right, so let's take care of the traveling first.
If your mom.
Morin, you got 3 tries. You can roll that intelligence check to train Rocky.
Also, I'd say for RP purposes, Rashagok would have purchased the armor, and then he wouldn't have immediately put it on. He just kind of disappeared for 3 days. And then when you see him, he looks like this.
It took 3 days to put on. You said intelligence, right?
Yes.
I'd definitely be helping.
2 infinities.
Benny would be.
Okay. Try again. You got a second try, second day.
How many days is travel?
3 days. So you got 3 tries.
Look, Rocky, you just have to, like, bloody fucking do this, mate.
I told
No.
you, we don't have permission to talk like that.
No, he's not getting it. See,
All right, one more.
you have to do a little bit of this, and then some of
Okay.
this.
Wait,
Yeah.
shit, I forgot. I forget how I
Yeah.
sound. Hello, hello.
Wow.
Hey, hey.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it was something like this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
sounds right.
Oh, I found my voice, yeah. So yeah,
Just have to
Rocky,
add more into it. Yeah.
like I said,
Shit.
Oh my god. Okay, you seem to have hit an impasse with Rocky. There's,
You are really bad at this.
there's a certain level of command that
it's
he
just
just
this off
doesn't
day,
seem
you know?
to understand.
Yeah, he's just feeling down today.
Don't worry, Rocky. You'll get it. And then he also pats Morin on the back. Don't worry, Morin. You'll get it.
Yeah, you've been trying to get him to roll over for 3 days, but Rocky doesn't understand.
Rocky, sit.
Every time
Not
Rocky
like
doesn't
that.
sit, Morin just yells louder. No, sit.
Rocky, display that.
Yeah, being an earth elemental, he doesn't understand the concept of there being like a top of him versus a bottom.
Rashagok adds this to the growing list of things he's disappointed about more.
I probably Malcolm
It's
would
a
probably
scroll now.
walk
Yeah.
up to this situation and then she's just gonna like
Yeah, it's a multiple page essay by this
Wait.
point.
What was the item that we had for Rocky?
It was like a
And
Do
gem.
something custom.
Can it be a dog leash?
No, it was like a
Okay.
rock.
Made
No,
It was
crystal
like
that you
a-
put on his head.
We decided
It was like a gem or
gem.
something that, yeah,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
like absorbed into him. that allowed you to even make these checks. It's not a
Can we get a
freaking
W?
leash.
It's a training gem.
Tells
Malcolm's
him and
gonna
come
what now?
over when you're like barking at him. You know, I don't think pet commands will work. He seems to do more, you know, practical things.
You think we should get more treats for him?
No, maybe what if
She blinks.
I'm all out of
Just
food and snacks,
stunned.
guys.
What if we what,
What if-
Malka?
what if we try to let's try something simple, like let's make Rocky attack that one tree, that rock over there. Wait, no, that and then Malka just realizes if Malka commands Rocky to punch the tree, Till probably won't like it. But then if she commands Rocky to punch a rock, that would be really awkward. And
Aren't
then
we midair though?
Rosh won't
Also,
like that
I
either,
will be mad.
probably.
yeah, yeah, and I'm like,
Rocky punches himself.
you can
No.
punch
No, if
this
anyone like that.
the ground. Yeah,
Stop
ground.
hitting yourself.
Oh, we're flying.
Oh,
The
yeah.
ground is a creature that we're on.
Okay, but the one with no
Oh,
grass.
I have an idea.
Yeah, I've been starting to
Um,
think Etunn's like a giant Eldar.
Benny, why don't
Yeah.
you train with him and
Yeah. Come
you
on,
know,
Rocky. Let's go.
a
Let's
spa.
go.
Above board, are we traveling right
Yeah.
now, or are we still in camp?
Yeah,
No,
this
we're
is all like
traveling.
this is all like
Oh.
RP like
RP flying.
stuff. Yeah.
RP traveling.
Guys, the GPS is not working. Where are we headed again?
What the hell
We're
is
headed
the
to
GPS?
number. I don't remember which
Number.
one though.
Show
I
us
think
the
it
map.
was 3.
Yeah, we're headed
Yeah.
to X.
Yeah, we're going to X.
You
and
have to
Y.
solve for X.
no, I cannot take that.
Oh shit, guys. I think the coordinates we still have to solve for.
Brain dies.
It's here.
Wait,
You're
so-
you're traveling to here. You see where?
Oh, where were we?
Where were you from?
You were
Two?
somewhere around here, I believe.
Where we met
Yeah,
up
we
with-
were nearby 3, but not quite there yet.
Yeah, you weren't. You were
Mhm.
kind of
That's
like in
where-
between.
That's where we agreed to meet the Kataruna.
Oh,
Two
God, we
was
still
the-
have 3 whole
the
runes. to
water
go
whale,
through.
right?
Yes.
What?
Two was
yeah.
the water tribe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
The water tribe.
Gakida.
Now we're heading to the Fire Nation. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Watch out, everything's on fire.
There we go. That's the right map. Okay, so when you arrive. Oh, by the way, I don't know if we ever like decided this. Are you taking Aisun and Lee with you as well,
I thought
No.
they were
Are they
sticking
or
around.
just
Coming?
leaving them? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that's a them thing.
We actually didn't ask them.
Yeah.
If they
We
wanted
just
to.
left.
Yeah, you did just leave. I mean, but
Have
maybe
you seen
yeah,
Aisun
you
in
can
a little while come?
retroactively, but if you don't,
They wake up from their tents. They're like,
Yeah.
time to head out.
they will come with you, but they don't have to. They're not going to ask to come with you, but
Also, it's not like it's gonna be awkward for them. They also work for the Kataruna.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think it'd be funny if we just leave.
Okay.
We pulled an arrow on them.
But wait, are you just gonna
We
come
tried
to
to
the
get
same
Arrow, fucker.
location, or
All right.
Who knows?
After
Wait,
3 days of flying on the
Kobu.
Manta Fa- yeah.
Can we bring like 4 Kataruna warriors though? Like, you know,
No.
maybe body bags.
I don't want the one.
There's someone from the front lines, you know, like.
We have
Fire
front
the
lines.
front lines.
We do have front lines. We can fight.
Yeah.
Oh, guys. Shit, where's Fuzzball?
Hey, where'd Aisun
Right
and Lee
here.
Checks the ship.
Getting absolutely flabbergasted because you know that Till and Malka never leave Fuzzbo.
Do you
Fuzzbo is
have a
always with
concussion?
us.
Imagine if we did, though.
No,
No. What if we
he's
did?
their baby.
Dude, I caught one of
Ah.
the sessions for the other parties with a fuzzbow, and they're like throwing that shit around.
Yeah, no, they're using it as a bomb.
Yeah, they're like suicide bombing that shit.
No, he's baby.
Is this actually the Fire Nation? Oh,
After 3 days
Oh,
of flying
shit.
on the Mantifae,
Zuka.
you arrive at your penultimate ruin.
I
So,
don't know what that word means.
the second to last.
it's like an ultimate pen.
Do you have a... okay.
Sorry, Koba, what'd you say?
This one's quite simple. It's a platform that's been hollowed out into the mountainside. And you can see that there is a giant statue of a cross-legged Aelee. Not this Darth Maul looking motherfucker, but
I was gonna ask.
yeah, like an Aelee.
Are tieflings a thing?
No.
What?
You can also see that
Nice. It's an alien.
oh yeah, there you go.
Koba has his own like tiefling equivalent race for something like tieflings. I forget what they're called.
There you go. Wait, let him cook, let him cook.
Let him cook. Let him
Has
cook.
anyone seen these weird giant
Let
wreck
bro cook.
squares?
Let him cook. Oh
give
my
give him
God.
like 2 more sets of eyes.
Yeah. This is fire.
It's not
This
black.
is amazing.
This is drawing over it.
This is peak art.
Amazing. Gotta give him a little smile too for prosperity.
Nice.
It's a P.
Hold on, I can draw
fluff.
too.
Another set of arms.
Yay!
Nice. He has
Is
lipstick.
Is everyone's pens orange?
I think it's based on you.
Yeah, you can set your
It's
color.
just the
You
color
can-
I
you
had
can
equipped.
Yeah, you can also change it.
Nice.
All right, so
Where these
At
black
this point-
squares are, you also just real quick, where these black squares are, you can see that there are these patches of like very dark green, almost black moss that are kind of like here, and here. And then
Question,
also
are we
everything is
far-
lit by
Oh.
these lanterns.
Where
at
do we
this
park
point,
Appa?
Rashagog knows the pattern of these places, so I'll just immediately go look in the statue for a place to put one of the orbs or something.
Ben's gonna
Is,
sit dead center and assume the pose the statue's taking and start just kind of silently praying.
Are the lanterns like? You said they're lit up with fire. Are they like magical fire or?
Oh no.
The lanterns are all lit, meaning that either they're magical or someone's been tending to this place.
How do I erase?
Do we know if it's regular fire or just regular? Can I insight if it's magical or not? Is what I'm saying.
You can make an Arcana check.
I'm totally good at that.
Also, Rashgog, make me an investigation check as well. So your perception check reveals pretty much everything that I said about the shrine.
That it's a statue.
Yeah.
Investigation. 16.
Okay. In front of the statue, there is a little plaque, sort of like a dedication plaque. And with a 15
Give me a
Arcana,
gun.
you sense that these fires indeed are magical.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Kobu,
Yeah.
I pull out my sheet. Does the figure resemble anyone I know historically?
Make a history check.
Also, who gave me a gun? Because I'm taking it.
No one.
That's a spear of Morin.
Okay, with a 14 history, it's a female alien, and it looks very similar, or very familiar. I mean, you can't quite place it, but you feel like you know this person.
Oh god, it's that name on the I scribbled on the notebook. Sharon or something.
Susan.
It's Susan.
What about the plaque you mentioned?
On the plaque, written in common this time, which is something that your investigation check will tell you is a little bit unusual, especially since this ruin is in Ilaeleeeia of all places. Written in common is... All right, I'm going to do line by line. I'm doing this thing now where I have my notes on my iPad, but unfortunately I can't like copy paste them like I used to be able to.
Skill issue. Come.
That is what's written on the plaque.
I can't bring my gun.
Mhm.
Oh, more sick gun.
Oh yeah, I bought it from the shopkeep. He says it's called an AK. I'm still figuring out how to attune with it though. So far, DM hasn't taken it away, so it's canon.
Yeah, that definitely is gonna work out how you want.
Yeah.
Do we even have like 8 artifacts? I don't think so, right?
Sorry?
Dark effects?
I don't think we even have 8 artifacts.
Oh, 8 artifacts. Wait. We have 3 balls. The necklace majiggy.
Buzzbow,
The spear.
Crossbow.
the spear. That's
Fuzzbow's a
6.
child.
So that's
But
6.
he is a prismarine thing, so.
Could we break one in 2 and make it like 8, you know?
I think the 8 are the 8 flames.
The 8 flames 1, 2.
Here, in this place.
Yeah,
Oh.
probably.
He points at
Yes.
all the fires.
There's actually 10.
There's 10? Oh shit, I didn't see these two. Never mind.
Kobo,
Well,
you
we're
say
at
these
the
are like,
black squares.
yeah, moss, right? You say?
Yeah, big patches of moss that seem to have cropped up, maybe due to disuse.
Can I investigate or like try and see if there's anything out of the ordinary?
Sure. Make me a nature check.
Nature. Do I get advantage? Well, I got 5.
Yes, you do get advantage. So it's a 12.
Yeah.
The moss is weirdly, I guess the best word would be a little bit gooey, actually. It kind of sticks
Well.
to your hand.
Like, have I felt this sticky consistency before?
Come.
I know that's weird
Not
to
yet.
say.
I don't
Wait,
know.
hold
Has Malcolm
on.
felt that before?
Look,
You answer
I
me.
meant like in the nature, you know.
Well, usually moss doesn't behave like that. Usually moss is, it feels like sort of like what moss feels like. I don't know if you've ever touched moss, but like,
they're like,
yeah,
they're not slimy, but
Yeah.
they are wet
can be.
usually.
they're wet, but they're not like literally
Gooey.
Like
yeah.
wet short grass.
Yeah.
Can
I
I
cast-
float up to the statue's head?
Okay.
Also, can I cast detect magic around the area? For any, like, same thing that I did with Gaki's nest.
I assume it's made of stone, so I immediately don't like it, and I'm okay with destroying it. So I'll just knock on it with my hand. Does it sound hollow or anything?
It does
You
not
find
sound
another
hollow.
Morin inside.
Yo, we getting Nat's third character?
Morin 2, Electric Boogaloo.
The cool Morin?
The actually smart Morin.
Oh, you guys are traveling around with this loser? Get him out of here.
Oh yeah, Kobu, can I detect magic the area? For any...
Yeah, I was gonna do that too.
Sure.
Moving around your gun with you.
Can I just start digging up the moss?
Are you casting it just using a spell slot or as the ritual?
What would be the difference?
The ritual takes time. I believe it takes a minute
No,
It's
just 10
minutes.
minutes
Oh,
right
it's
there.
10 minute, 10 minute. No, I thought that was just the duration of detect magic.
No,
It takes 10 minutes to do a ritual cast.
wait. No,
Yeah.
one action.
Is one stronger than the other?
No, it just doesn't take a spell slot if you do it by ritual.
But it takes a
Alright.
little longer. I just wanted to know
feel
in
like-
case so that people can RP while
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
doing it or not.
I feel like as people are roaming around, it makes sense that he'd be doing it as a ritual.
Okay,
He'll like be in the center of the thing and like
that will take him a little bit of time.
I wanna
you
dig.
just hear from the middle for the duration of presence of magic within 30 feet of you, you sense the magic. This way you can use it. Yeah.
What about the
And-
smaller statues on the outside of the ring?
Don't even see
Okay,
those.
so here, your investigation check will reveal to you. There are 8 different smaller cross-legged statues in sort of this little semicircle behind this big giant statue. All of Aelee,
Ooh.
just the same. And instead of having their hands together in sort of like a prayer posture, they have their hands outstretched, so that you could place something in them.
All right, I take one of the torches, like this one, and I try to drag it to one of the statues.
Make a strength check to rip it out of the ground.
Does an
Oh, it's
instrument
bolted?
of blood?
Yeah, it's affixed in the ground.
Then I won't do that just yet.
Okay.
Oh.
Are there like torches anywhere around?
Like just loose torches? No.
Uh-huh. And
Oh.
in these bracers, what's in them aside from the fire? Is there like coal or anything?
As you look closer, there is no fuel. Probably because they are magical flames.
Okay.
Danny's gonna put a ration in one of these.
I want
statue
to dig.
offerings.
Actually, can I put Fuzzbow in the moss? I think. Just like I'd hold them like a
Fuzzball
baby.
dies.
And then I try to like slowly put them like on the moss. You know, like how
he do-
babies.
Does he they do the baby thing where like you try to put them on grass and they'd lift their legs up
Yeah,
instinctively?
that was what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Is that a baby thing?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a baby
for some
thing.
reason instinctively don't want to step on grass. There was this whole like conspiracy about it of like, what do they know that we don't?
No, I'm pretty sure it's just instinct.
Hmm.
Does the statue react in any way to the spear being nearby?
It doesn't seem to.
What about one of the orbs?
Doesn't seem to either.
Okay.
Did Benny try putting rations?
Yeah, I tried putting a ration on one of the little statues.
Yeah.
Did that work?
It has a little ration bar in its hands now, but besides that, nothing else.
I mean, there are
Yes,
8 statues. We
Batman.
got offered things too, if
Does
my
anyone-
understanding.
Does
Can
Fuzzboy do
anyone
anything?
lend me a knife?
I don't have a knife.
You can use my dagger.
Didn't you have
I think
like
the
a
Okay.
carving
infinite
knife?
blood might be
I
like
had a what?
leaving a weapon behind. Don't
Didn't
cut
you
yourself.
didn't you have like a carving knife, like an RP knife?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I do for like for what's the word? Wood. Crave what?
For
Yeah,
have
wood,
a
yes.
wood
dagger.
carving. There's a word.
Wood
there's
carving.
A word for
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I bring fast
When
food.
you come over, I hold my hand up for it.
And you
I'll
said
give it a-
don't cut yourself.
I think
Oh,
I'm the only one with any money left, so I'll just take one gold piece and put it in each of the statues' hands.
Show off.
It's
Well,
one
I
gold.
think I'm
dude.
the only
This is
one who has
nothing.
money.
8
Yeah.
gold.
I mean, I was the only one with money to begin with.
Show off. Hold on. Don't stab yourself. I think the offering, what does it say? Instrument of blood. Maybe we put a weapon or something that causes blood flow at the
Yeah,
altar.
no, I was gonna try that first, and then if it didn't work,
Ah.
I was gonna try it and put blood
Okay.
there.
Because the first thing I thought was, oh, I just gotta cut myself easy. Yeah.
No,
Well, I
don't-
don't want to immediately jump to self-harming. They
don't-
place the knife in one of their hands.
I don't want you to cut yourself.
In 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet or plastic. 3 feet
Does it do anything to the knife?
It does not.
Hmm.
I think we have to finish the offerings. Benny will take his last piece of gold he might have. Apparently, I have 25 gold. He's going to leave a gold on another one of these statues.
I really do think they all have to be weapons.
By this time, the detect magic ritual has completed, and more
3 feet of wood and dirt.
as you look around you, you can sense magic energy coming from each of the outstretched hands of each of the 8 statues, as well as the torches all around you.
I assume so.
How about the main one?
The big statue? No.
Okay.
Guys?
Yeah.
I think we should put the torches on the statues because they're glowing.
No,
At least I see them glowing. Maybe you don't.
I
But,
mean, I guess that makes more sense.
Does anyone have
Well- They don't exactly cause blood, though.
Maybe
it's
lay,
just a hunch right now, but we could try.
maybe lay the
Yeah.
instrument of blood at the foot of the big statue.
Wait, let me try with this one. Let's see if one reacts.
I pull out. Can I get the torch? You
Make
said it
a
was
strength
bolted,
It
check.
bolted to the ground.
You'd have to make a strength check to grab the torch out of the ground.
Does anyone have just like a stick that we can light on fire? A wooden torch?
That's what I wanted to check because there are trees above, so
Yeah,
Any
you
should
could,
help?
be able to.
you could also get a
Wait.
torch.
Any help?
Kobu, can I ask something?
Mm-hmm.
My God.
It's pretty
What is
tight to the
Fuzzbo
ground.
feeling?
Well, when you lower Fuzzbo down towards the moss,
Mhm.
and I guess maybe we can say he do that here.
She does the baby thing.
He puts out his paw to kind of touch the moss. And as his paw touches the moss, though, you hear like a sizzle, and Fuzzbo immediately pulls his paw back.
Oh no. Fuzzbo
What?
dies.
I
Oh,
think
did
this
that
might
hurt
be
you? I'm sorry.
Evil moss.
A little help. It's pretty
But-
bolted to the ground.
No. Like this. He pulls out one of the torches you get with the explorer's pack and puts it to the fire.
Did it work?
Astonishingly,
fire?
the torch does not catch fire. You hold the end into the magical fire, and then you pull it out, and it's completely just like untouched.
What if I just hover
Okay,
a
not like
hand
that.
above the fire?
Yeah, I was going to do that too. Like, is it hot fire?
You feel heat, but your hand does not catch on fire, and you feel no pain.
I mean, I would expect I wouldn't catch on fire. I'm made of stone.
Benny's going to try a big brain this. He's going to put both his hands into the fire to try and pick it up.
That's what I was gonna try.
Your hands
So-
pass through the fire. You cannot pick it up.
I mean, what
Okay.
what if I put a gold coin in one of the bracers? Does it heat up at all?
The coin does not seem to melt at all.
Hey, Benny. Hey, Benny.
You can actually
me
take
this
it
one.
out at no risk to you.
While they're all
Okay.
distracted, I'm gonna
What's that, Morin?
cut my hand and then drop some blood in every palm of the statues.
Help me out with this one.
And remove
big
the
are
random
the,
things that have been left in there already.
The rations and gold. and-
Yeah.
How big are the statues compared to the braziers? Like, are these giant things of flame against like tiny statues, or could the statues reasonably fit these braziers, these light sources in them?
I'm sorry. Hold on. I turned off streamer mode, and then somebody started DMing me, and I just got tons of notifications. What did you just say?
There's a brazier
The
fit.
little statues are these?
Does
Yeah,
it
do
look
these
like it
braziers
fits?
fit?
Do they fit
Does it look like?
in the
Does
hands?
it look like it fits the hands? Yeah.
Yeah.
Incidentally, they look a little bit too big for the hands, and the hands are they're in an outstretched position in that their palms are facing upwards, like sort of like fucking Oliver Twist style. So like they wouldn't be able to hold the torches.
I don't think these are gonna fit.
Clarification on the detect magic earlier. I see the palms of the tiny statues glowing, and which are the other ones that I see glowing?
The torches.
The ones on the ground, right?
Yep.
That we're trying to pull.
It's because they're magical. They are magic torches. It doesn't mean they're connected, but they glow because they are magical.
Yeah.
I mean, you
it's
probably
still-
see
we
magical like
we could try with
auras
one.
from the magical people here as well.
Hey, is Till going around spilling blood on all the statues?
Yes.
What blood?
Does that do anything
She
when
cut
she
her
finishes
hand.
putting blood to all the statues?
There's drops of blood on each of the statues' hands, but nothing seems to happen.
Benny,
That's
help me
worth a
with a
shot.
strength check because I have a -1 strength.
Hold on. Look, I don't think these are gonna fit in those statues. But all right,
We
let's do this.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Do we both roll strength, or does Morin just roll an advantage?
Before they do that, I intervene.
One,
Darn.
two, and
No. Hold on.
What?
Don't throw your back. What?
The bracers and the statues do not seem related. Also, the bracers are bolted to the ground. I do not think they are part of the same puzzle. At least
Okay.
not in this way.
That's
And you can't pick up the fire.
that's
either. I tried
inquisitive.
that.
Yeah. That's smart. That's smart.
Hmm.
Is Morin going to keep trying to pick up the brazier?
As
No,
Maureen
gonna-
says, that's
he
smart.
take-
I just look at him.
He takes Rosh's advice and he looks around and sees like a bunch of trees. Can I fly up and like grab a branch?
Yes.
I do that, and I go
I did
to
try to light a
Bird there?
torch.
Is
Yeah,
this
we
a
already
bird?
tried that.
Morin did not see.
Morin
You
was
guys see
right there. Benny was speaking to Morin when he did it.
Benny was over here, actually.
No, he was spellcasting that time.
No, no, because Benny was like, no,
Yeah,
like
he
this.
definitely wasn't.
Benny demonstrated to Morin.
Does the
Did we
stick
put-
not work?
It does not. You cannot
Oh
pick
my
up the
Did we
fire.
put
He hides the
actual
stick behind his
offerings?
back.
I stare at Morin even more intently.
Oh,
I-
doesn't work.
Before-
Oh.
Before Till went and put blood all over these statues, did we actually put offerings on all 8 of them, like coins
Yeah, I
and
tried
rations
putting
and
a
whatnot?
gold coin.
Yeah, Rosh.
Yeah, I tried putting stuff in. So
Yeah, there
were they
was
all
random
filled with
stuff on
offerings
every
and
single
nothing?
one.
But I'm just gonna.
So I
put
think
fuzz-
I think gold is a reasonable.
No, they just need to
offering
be weapons.
for each of them?
They need to be weapons.
Benny
like
puts a bear
sharp
trap
weapons.
at the base of this.
What does let your
I
statue.
child
put
play
Fuzzball
mean?
here.
Benny quickly
but-
picks up Buzzwell. No, not the child. Not the child.
So I think the instrument of blood relates only to the plaque at the big statue.
To reach beyond.
No,
the
not the child.
This sky.
Okay, I put Fuzzball down and let him do whatever he wants.
Can I talk?
Puzzle
I
starts going for
cast
the bear
speak with
trap.
plants, and I want to talk to the moss here. Can I speak to the moss?
You hear nothing.
Wait. Not
They're not
even
moss.
like the idea that it's alive? Even even the most mindless of plants will make a
They're just ignoring you.
I mean, I don't think this
That's
is real
rude.
moss, especially with what happened with Fuzzbow.
Yeah, it hurt Fuzzball.
Well, does it hurt
Oh.
us?
Oh, I mean, I touched it earlier. It's just gooey.
And it was gooey,
Yeah,
yeah.
it doesn't hurt. It didn't seem to hurt Malka at all.
Okay.
Moss.
Can I do a nature on it?
Sure. Also, in a little bit, I can give you guys an intelligence check for the puzzle, but not yet.
Bad roll.
With a 7, you don't
I'm
recognize the species of moss.
Did we see what happened with Fuzzbow, or was that just Malka and Fuzzbow?
I mean, I did it like over here, when
Okay.
you guys were all there.
Rush. Try putting that magic spear of yours to the moss.
Kobo, are these inscriptions actually here? Or no.
Can I start digging away the moss?
Think of those more as decorative. There's not words.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I tried to touch the moss with the butt of the spear.
The prismarine spear, yeah.
As you try to do that, sort of like it's reverse magnetized, it draws away from the butt of the spear, leaving the floor like clean of moss.
Wait, does the moss move away?
Yeah, literally, like it draws away as if like it was like a, I don't know, like a swarm of
So
something.
it's like that the magnet shards. What is it, magnesium or something?
Yeah.
What now?
If you were to take the butt of the spear away, it just returns to its normal shape afterwards.
All right.
Does it smell like anything?
No.
Does it
I'm
taste like
gonna
anything?
create bonfire on the moss.
Oh dear. I mean, they're not really
Wait,
like
are the moss
Kobu.
patches on the ground or on the wall?
On the ground.
Kobu.
Yes.
Can I attempt to clear the moss?
How would you like to do that?
I'd probably just
I
start
lick it
digging
off.
it up with like my hand.
I set it on fire, by the way.
The flames wash over the moss, and they do not seem to affect it. The whole ground gets all scorched and stuff, and the whole area, the flames seem to affect all of the environment around it. So this place is not immune to fire, but the moss itself seems to be immune to fire, at least. And Malka, as you try to clear it away with your hands, more and more keeps on filling the spaces. It's impossible for you to clear it all.
Where do they come from?
I know.
Are they like growing
How
from the
about
ground?
Yeah, they just seem like
Huh.
to be like just spread out over the ground in these patches.
one of the orbs? I take one of the orbs and put it closer to the moss.
It has the same effect as the spear.
That makes sense.
Can I try that with
Cool.
my spear as well? Or do I have a spear?
You have the
I
staff.
don't have a spear. Yeah, my staff.
It has the same effect.
As it clears away, is there anything underneath that looks of interest?
Just regular ground.
Can I taste it?
Before you taste it, everyone make an intelligence check.
Don't fucking do that.
Did I still have the necklace or was it handed over?
I
I
think
have
Benny
the
has it.
necklace.
Okay. What the?
Dirty 20, nat 20.
With a 20 intelligence check, Morin, as you're fiddling around with your quarterstaff,
He knows not to lick it.
yeah, you're
And about to
you're
put
fiddling
moss in
around with
his
your
mouth.
quarterstaff like on the moss, and you're near a torch at this point. Your quarterstaff is quite long. You hear like a clink, and you look back, and you've accidentally put the end of your quarterstaff in the torch. As you lift it out, the end is on fire.
Ooh.
Whoa. I
And this is the
immediately
prismarine
go up,
stuff.
I fly, and I connect tip to hand.
The hands now hold a burst of fire.
Whoa. I figured it out!
Put your
Get your
spear to the
things!
fire.
And put it in, yeah. Wait,
I need to check if it's just for the prismarine, so I'll just try it with the regular old hammer.
Question, Kobu.
Yeah.
When I placed my spear into the fire, and like I took it out, is there still fire left in the brazier, or is it gone?
There's still fire left.
All right, I come back and reload.
Does it work with the hammer?
It does not work with your regular hammer.
I think you have to use the prismarine things.
Oh.
I just stare at him.
Puts Fuzzball
Yeah, I think you
into
gotta
the
use
flames.
the prismarine things.
No. I mean, would
I
he
don't
catch
say
on
anything.
fire?
Puts them on fire. No.
I don't say anything. Just
I go and
not
make the
putting
second one.
Fuzbo in the fire.
Benny
like
takes his prismarine necklace and dips it in the fire.
It's on fire.
at this point, Rashogok is so fed up with Morin that he's just gonna sit there.
No, Rosh, like this. See, and he points at his necklace. Come on, yeah. And he
Wait, how does
goes
Benny
around.
climb up?
Huh?
What do you mean climb up?
Isn't this
We can't-
elevated?
No.
I guess it
well, a
is,
little
like-
bit, but we can reach them.
Okay.
Benny's.
Benny's also a
gorilla.
monkey.
Benny would go around to this side to the fires and light all the statues.
Yeah, Benny can climb, and literally every one of us can fly except for him.
Mm-hmm.
You walk.
Wait, does the
Yeah.
I don't think Malka can fly.
No,
When
we
you
got her flying
transfer-
shoes.
I have
when you
shoes.
Oh.
when you transfer the flames, does the flame extinguish from my staff, or is it still there?
It extinguishes from your staff, so you'd have to reload. I mean, it's, you know, you can just go back and forth. It's all right.
Gotcha. I thought it's like eternal flame.
No. Yeah, you won't
And
have to
then we
carry around a
offer-
flaming quarterstaff forever. You
And
walk
then we offer
along
the instrument of blood.
each of the statues. You walk along each of the statues, distributing fire to each of the outstretched hands. By the time you are done, all 8 statues now have fire in their hands as well. Okay.
Rosh takes a gun.
At the feet of the main statue, there is a panel that's like, I would say, 5 feet long and about 3 feet in depth that sinks down, creating a little sort of like altar space at the feet of the statue.
Like here?
Yep, right there.
How
Alright,
big
so
is the
there's
altar
your-
space?
5 feet,
Size of
5 feet wide, about 3 feet deep. So big enough to put basically anything in.
Their instrument of blood thing means one of two things. He puts a bear trap on.
Where do you get that?
Well, with this logic,
I
it
just
probably
have-
still has to be prismarine.
Oh, but one of 3 things then. I'm
Did the bear
guessing the
trap
bear
work?
trap does. I have a hunting trap. That's what it is. I'm guessing nothing happens with the hunting trap.
No, yeah, when you throw it in.
All right. He pricks his finger in the spills a little bit of blood on the thing.
Still nothing.
You guys are contaminating it. Don't spread.
Oh yeah, bloodborne pathogens. I know about that. What you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, HIV. You know, it's not.
gets a tissue and wipes it off. Puts Fuzzbo in.
No.
What is Fuzzball doing? What's he feeling?
He's feeling all
Fuzzbo
right.
jumps in.
The moss kind of freaked him out a little bit, but he's all right now.
Hey, Morin, do you think you could put your
Yeah.
stuff in there?
I don't think it fits. It's 5 feet.
Hmm.
Does it fit? Kobu?
Yeah, no, it fits. Yeah, your staff is not ridiculous. I mean,
Oh, okay.
yeah, they're not too
It's
tall.
not the size. It's how you use it.
Yeah,
you know?
you're
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
oh, I don't know. I don't think it'll fit. You
Yeah,
hold it
yeah.
up, it's like perfect size. Tail's like frowning at
Well,
you,
yeah,
like.
yeah,
mm.
No, I'm a grower, not a shower. You know. Yeah.
Puts it in.
What?
You hear
What is he talking
Uh,
about?
you hear like a what's the it's not a rumble, it's like fucking when stone moves against each other, like sort of like a grinding sound. As you look up to the
Yeah.
face of the statue, the eyes, which were once closed, now the lids open. They sort of
Oh.
slide
Aelee
up and
have
open.
lids.
They do now?
Well, there's like there's like sheaths over them. I don't know how you say it. And inside now there are like these 2 like big crystals that look like eyes. So now the statue has like eyes.
What color are they?
Let's say blue.
Wait, did it yoink my staff?
No, it didn't. It's still in there.
Okay, I take it out.
From each of the torches now, the embers start to flow towards the center here. All around
The
you.
torches from the hands
No, the torches like
Thank you, artist.
on the brazier.
yeah, right here, right here. Let me see this. Yeah.
He looks like he has
sick. He
goggles.
looks amazing. The embers start to kind of float here, and then they start to spin around each other before they start to coalesce into a figure
Wait, where?
right in the center here.
Okay. I was looking for pinks. I'm like, where's the pinks?
Yeah, like that. And finally, they create the shape of an Aelee. Soon, the shape starts to take color. And you are met with a familiar face.
What the
What?
fuck?
What?
Okay, hold
What
on. I
the
gotta
fuck?
wait. I gotta clear these drawings.
What?
What the fuck?
What do you mean? All this time he was important?
It was Ellie's. It was Errol's party all along.
What?
The
Why
fuck?
can't I clear these? What the fuck is going on?
Wait.
What?
How does he sound? Oh, yeah. Shit, I forget.
Oh,
Uh,
sorry, I can
can
get
you
rid of
clear
him.
it?
Hold on. I should be able to get rid
Yeah,
of him.
why am
Hold
I
on, give me a
here?
sec.
Hello. It's you guys again. Wait, is it actually Errol?
Oops.
Oops, there he goes.
How did...
Oh,
was
he's
I-
gone.
I should not have been able to delete him. What the hell?
It might be
Dude, we
because
get-
We
he-
had-
yeah, because he was a
We had ownership.
yeah. You
Oh.
We had ownership.
yeah.
We
There
get
you go.
That's so
glimpses
funny.
of
Yeah,
everyone.
yeah.
We
You
Errol just
you
called
just
and then
Thanos snapped him.
Hello.
Yeah.
Errol.
Yes.
Is that Arrow?
Errol's
Seeing him
lovely
there,
day.
it's like, the fuck?
yeah. Errol's looking at all of you, and oh, this is why I couldn't clear because I'm on the wrong layer. There we
Um,
go.
Nice to meet you.
You got rid of him!
Which one?
Big statue!
Oh,
The-
oh no.
He's
He's
gone!
back to
no.
Darth Maul.
No.
It's okay. We can get.
His
We can ride.
glowy
it.
eyes.
Mhm.
Errol's sort of looking at all of you, smiling.
Is he actually there, or is he made of flames?
It looks like he's actually there.
Do
Okay.
you guys know this guy? He seems like a fine
Fine.
gentleman, you know, like
What the
really upstanding.
Errol, what
Are
the
you
hell are
actually
you doing
Errol?
here?
Kobo, am I playing Errol?
No, I am.
Okay.
I poke him with the spear.
Whoa. Don't stab him.
No, not.
The
There's
button.
a difference between poking and stabbing. I poke him.
I
just
throw a
to see if
pebble.
he's like physical.
I throw a
Malka, do you know
pebble.
who this is?
Oh, this is the first time we see Errol in days, and you're stabbing him and throwing rocks at him.
He looks down
No,
at like
we're just.
the butt of his spear poking him, and then a pebble like pops against his forehead.
I thought it
Hold
would
on.
go through.
Hold on a
boulder
minute.
comes
Are
from
Errol,
you,
buddy, it's good to see you.
He blinks.
are you Errol, or are you something taking the form of Errol?
What's an Errol?
That's his name.
It's just a
Oh, we're
person
good
we knew.
friends.
Are you good
We
friends?
weren't.
Yeah,
No.
really good friend.
That is a stretch.
Well, I mean, I made a business. We opened up a business together, and then I
Oh.
handled it to him.
Oh, so a business partner.
He owned
Yes.
the bed and breakfast for a brief time.
What is
We were
Yes,
he?
supposed to go to
I-
college together.
I helped around. I wore a made
he
outfit
responding to all of
have more
this?
customers.
Errol, in quotation marks, looks around all of you as you're talking about all of this, and also poking him and throwing things at him.
Warren stretches a hand out and is like, "Nice to meet you, Errol."
Hold on. Let him talk.
Yeah,
Let
please
him-
let the DM speak.
Welcome.
Nice to meet you.
Hey,
It is nice to meet you too.
I shake his hand. One of them.
I'm sorry, I'm not really quite sure what you mean by Errol.
Oh, it's
Right.
Hmm.
oh, we used to know somebody who looked a lot like you, exactly like you. I guess.
I mean, you have the name tag underneath you.
I mean, we can't see that in character, you know.
Oh, we can't. I forget sometimes.
Okay. So who are you?
Oh, I understand now. No, I am not Errol. You are probably seeing me in the form of Errol.
Hmm.
We
Explain.
don't want
Oh.
that.
Yes,
You
please
get
do
a
not.
form.
I apologize. But you must understand that I only take the form of someone familiar to whoever perceives me.
We have met plenty of people. Please change.
Kobu, question: do I see him as Errol?
Ooh, actually.
I have never met Errol.
You
Oh,
don't.
Morin hasn't.
You don't.
Who would I see him as?
Right now you see it as sort of like, okay, you know what? That's a great point. Because
Wait,
you
are
don't
you
see him
guys
as
seeing-
you don't actually see him as Errol. What
Oh,
you do
it's
see,
the woman that you keep trying to find.
what you do see is an Aelee that
Are you guys seeing a blonde?
you see an Aelee that seems to be like made out of like the flames from the torches, sort of like that. But everyone's saying that he's Errol.
I whispered to Malka, is Errol usually burning?
No, not really. He just
Actually, how do
looks
I
like
see
a
him
regular alien.
with Eldar sight?
Yeah, you see him the same.
He's
You
burning
see him
right
as
now.
Errol.
He's
Can I
not
not?
burning for us.
Is anyone else seeing him as burning? I see him on fire.
I wish. I didn't say that.
No.
That was rude. I'm sorry.
I wish.
Hold on. Let the DM cook though. He's saying stuff.
Oh, true. Let him cook, man. Like,
As you say
No
that
cap.
was rude. As you say that was rude. Russia will say, "No, it was justified."
what is?
I could take another form if you wish.
Yes.
Do
I'm okay with anything.
I take it you guys didn't like this Errol guy.
He was a good buddy.
He was
If you wish me to, however, I will have to peer into your mind a little bit, if you will, if that's all right.
sure.
Yeah,
That's
it's
good.
good, whatever.
That's good consent. Yeah, I always ask first before peering in.
it's
Understood.
gonna take the form of Kiki.
I had a feeling, but we don't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Is this acceptable?
Skip.
Oh,
I
Hey.
think this is any better.
Skip.
How's the dream?
Swipe left.
How's the dream
Swipe
druid thing
left.
going?
Is this
No,
acceptable?
This is better. This is
I
better.
think only I know who that is.
We would
Wait,
have
you're-
vaguely seen them walking around home.
Everybody. I don't think the form.
We're
is that-
just swiping.
I don't think the form is super important.
Next.
Maybe we
Wait, who are
hear
you?
their words. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's clearly not whoever we see them as. So let's move on from that now.
Morin, the entire time that it says that it's been switching forms, you see the same thing.
Huh. Okay.
This is acceptable. Now
Understood.
explain.
It turns to Morin. Explain
Huh?
what?
No, that wasn't
He
me.
did-
That was.
he didn't
He
say
did not
that.
speak.
I point at Rosh.
Well, yes, but it is only right that I ask the master for instructions.
Huh? Can I like peer into my mind and see if I remember this? This.
By mind, do
burning
you mean your
Aelee.
book?
History check.
No, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, either book or like just to remember.
History check.
The fuck?
With a 13, you don't remember ever having, like, a spirit servant.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
What's my name then?
Morin to Lucy Zerai.
Oh.
Is that my last name? Go above board.
It's not the last name you picked.
Okay. You got part of that, right? I see
think-
what's happening here.
I think you're mistaken. I don't think that's your
I
Morin.
see what's happening here.
I'm sorry, I could not be mistaken.
It appears you are.
No,
Psych.
that's. I want. What are you exactly, may I ask?
I exist to serve. And to safeguard the knowledge that the master, gestures to Morin, has
Wait.
locked away.
Wait.
Knowledge?
Group huddle.
Okay.
I really don't think that's necessary. I think we know what's going on.
I think it's a different Morin.
Why is it the two people that like you the least?
Points out the most obvious shit.
So funny.
Man, if Rashagok was more sarcastic.
I think he remembers a different Morin.
Yes, Morin.
Oh, anyway.
Evidently.
What do
There's
we
more than
call
one.
you? Oh, long story short, Malcolm, I don't think you were there at the time. This Morin, there's loads of them throughout the timelines or whatever. Yeah,
Across the
thing,
Morinverse.
this thing is talking about a different Morin.
Oh, I guess that
Yeah.
makes sense.
You
Wait,
may
is
wish
that-
to call me the guide. At least that is the name that the master has set for me.
Right. Okay, guide. We have some context for you that you've probably missed out on because you've been stored away and not activated in a while.
I wish to call you Guy. Short for guide.
Understood.
Yeah,
You-
that's cool.
You really don't need to respond to that Morin. That is not your Morin. There is
Indeed,
another Morin that
he
you
is
are
not your
remembering.
master.
Where are my quarters? Guy.
Oh, you're
You
really leaning into this, aren't you?
have no quarters at this sanctuary.
Well, what is the purpose of this sanctuary?
You just
Guy.
said.
This is the Aelee sanctuary.
I
Wait,
should
so what
know
are you
that
guiding
if
us to?
he... I should know that if he was your master, he would know these things.
You are making sense. Strange.
Wait,
What
Guy,
knowledge
so-
do you protect?
Yeah, what are you guiding towards? At?
I'm sorry, I don't wish to tell you unless I have the permission of the master. However, this
Master Morin.
individual, as you say, is not my master, therefore I cannot tell you.
Wait, no,
I
I
think
am
those
your
two are
master.
just getting
Ask me a
caught up.
question.
Caught up in semantics. This is a Morin for sure.
Ask me a question only master would know.
I'm sorry, I don't know what you mean.
I'm actually gonna lean over. Till's gonna lean over to Rush and say, "I know we obviously know this is not the right Morin for this thing, but if we actually go back on what we just said and we convince it that it's Morin, we could use our Morin to get information from it."
Alternatively, we could use persuasion.
I think that'll be a bit more difficult, but we can try.
I am
How do
good
we-
at persuading.
But look, I
Okay.
am Morin.
And Morin, how do we tell this guy that you're Morin? Morin.
I pull out my driver's license.
You are presenting a problem, because your signature is that of the master, but your mannerisms are different.
Well,
might have
person-
been just I got hit
Would
in
you
the head,
allow me to-
really hard.
Please stop listening to that person.
Um,
Would you allow me to explain?
Please.
This person is called Morin. As far as we can tell, that is correct in a sense. He has something to do related to something called the cycles. The Morin you remember is not this one, but he is still, well, Morin.
I'd like to add, as Rosh is explaining that, Morin's like smiling in the background as the camera pans. He's like smiling thumbs up.
This is acceptable.
we also just found him coming out from a statue, so
I mean, I've known him as Morin as long as I've known him.
Yeah, we go way back.
Yeah.
We do not, but that is besides the point.
It feels like it's been months, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, way back like months ago, you know?
Based
a
on this
while.
information, as well as the myriad of signatures that I see you possess, I have judged that it is acceptable to trust you with the information.
Excellent. Then please explain.
Thank you.
What would you like to be explained?
Also, was your Morin cool?
What are you
Not the
guiding
time.
towards or for?
Oh yeah, not the time.
Well, we're all asking a million questions, yeah.
This sanctuary was specifically designed as the last stage in the plan.
The plan being what exactly?
The plan for Ilaeleeia, of course. The master, you can see that
Ah, yes,
he
the
looks
plan, of course.
reflexively at Morin, but then sort of like remembers, oh wait, that's not master.
Yeah, the plan. Yeah, the plan.
The master specified that at the conclusion of the plan that I would be activated. And then guide
Yes.
the facilitators towards the conclusion.
Could you elaborate?
Makes sense. Sound
What
plan.
is the plan and what is the conclusion that you speak of?
There are measures taken to ensure the safety of each sanctuary. Fail-safes, you could say. There is a way to remove these fail-safes and release the power of each sanctuary. This is what the plan entails.
What
Where are
would
the
be the purpose of
sanctuaries?
releasing the powers?
You go first.
The purpose would be as a contingency against the cycle.
Okay,
Can I
things
pull
are
up-
starting to click.
Can I pull up the map and like our map and show it to Guy?
Are any of these where the other sanctuaries are?
Yes, that is a master map.
Wait, above board. Did we get this from the elders?
Yes.
Yeah. It's the map we've
Okay,
had
okay.
since the beginning.
And how exactly is this contingency supposed to play out? I do know the plan, but I need a refresher. Been a while.
There is a central nexus upon which all the sanctuaries draw their power from. At the conclusion of the plan, this nexus will be released.
All right. I will immediately pull out my notebook and show it a picture of the home tree. Is this the Nexus by chance?
Yes.
It all makes sense. I knew it.
Wait, so what does that mean for the home?
Presently, the anomaly in Ilaeleeia is contained, and when the central nexus breaks, then it will no longer be contained, and Ilaeleeia will reach its final potential. That is, of course, based on the calculations that the master made. Such a theory has never been
I made
tested.
those, yeah.
However,
Alright.
I exist as a guide to facilitate the first test.
What?
Uh,
But what do you mean?
Final potential
Final
meaning
potential.
what exactly?
The final potential means that the anomaly will be present throughout all of Ilaeleeia, intrinsic, no longer contained within certain spaces or locations, but present throughout the whole region. It is theorized by the Master as well that the anomaly could spread to the rest of Etunn and empower Etunn in various ways.
Is this anomaly the Prismarine?
That is one colloquial way to refer to it, yes.
So the heart is prismarine?
In a manner of speaking. It is prismarine, but there is something else inside of it.
Oh, what exactly is this
inside?
test that needs to be conducted?
The freedom of the anomaly is the test itself.
But you mentioned there were phases to it.
Yes, there are steps put in place so that the wrong individuals do not trigger the test. You have met almost all of the prerequisites already, so I would assume that you are familiar with process by which the test is conducted.
Oh yeah, of course. I need a little refresher.
Yes, of course.
It's a little blurry, yeah.
The facilitation of the test comprises of traveling to each tertiary location, activating each tertiary location, and removing the failsafes. Then you will proceed to the secondary location, at which you will use the instrument as a source to be empowered. Then you will travel to the central nexus with the instrument and conduct the test.
Is
The
this a
secondary
secondary?
location being where?
It is southeast of here. It is represented on your master map.
Hold on a moment. Are you saying that this whole thing, and I point at the map, and I gesture to like all around us, this area that we are right now, are you saying this was all Morin? We're following a Morin's plan.
Yes. However,
I would.
You mapped it out horribly.
it is not only Morin. It was collaborative in nature.
Was one of them
Benny.
Susan by any chance?
I just stare at you like,
Come on,
really?
man.
I
Benny
need
would point
answers.
to 5 on the map, the point furthest away from home, like, and say, "Is that the final
that's the-
step in the plan
the only
before
place we haven't been
everything
to, right?
activates?"
That is the secondary location, yes.
The secondary location.
Mm-mm. So it's not Sharon, Susan.
So maybe our last spot needs to be 5 before we return to home.
We could not include clear instructions for the facilitation because one of the components of the test is that only those with sufficient curiosity may be able to complete it.
You mentioned having to remove a failsafe from each of these. Does this shrine have one? Or are you that failsafe for this location?
You are correct in the latter assumption.
Mm-hmm.
Although,
am.
I must inform you that there is cyclical corruption at this sanctuary. I have held it in place, but should you release the failsafe and dissipate my existence, the cyclical corruption will fester and you will have to deal with it.
Is it those by
Oh,
any
that's no
chance? And I
problem.
point at the moss.
Yes, I have
Right.
collected them into localized regions, but
Mm.
upon my dissipation, they will no longer be
Is there
collected.
is there any way
So we
to
just gotta handle it
destroy
the
them?
old-fashioned way.
If by the old-fashioned way you mean destruction, yes.
Yeah, dispatch. Yeah.
Excellent. Then let us not delay.
Benny smiles at Rosh like, "Yeah,
Of course.
yeah."
A little bit furious that this is all because of a Morin. Also, if that's the case, then does that mean that
Morin has a big
Morin
smile
was
right
a
now.
that Morin was a failsafe? Because we removed him from one of these locations.
I am not privy to the entirety of the designs of the Master, but it is possible that the Master did plan for another component of his essence to be part
Planned
plan.
that a version of him from a different time would
Kobu.
encase himself in a statue that he made
I must
in
admit
this time.
Maybe
that the existence of this individual before me was not anything that I had been prepared for. Perhaps there
maybe
is an anomaly in the plan itself.
Where
perhaps Morin of our
is
time
your master?
recognized our Morin locked away and decided to help protect it.
This all seems rather contrived.
But where is your master before all of this took place?
I thought he was dead. Or not. We don't know that shit.
No, we do.
I think
he
they're
died
Morin's
like
look.
we
thousands
don't
of
know.
years ago.
Yeah.
No, we don't know if his Morin is from this timeline.
I
Maybe
mean,
this is like another Morin.
we know that this Morin's timeline is dead.
I know,
we
but like
assume-
that's what I'm
yeah.
asking. If this is from a different timeline, Morin.
We assume he's dead from old age, passed on, because Morin's look is hundreds, thousands of years old, but that's the assumption anyways.
You have alerted me to another logical fallacy. The Master should not be alive right now.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I regret to inform you that perhaps the plan might be compromised.
How so?
Oh.
The existence of this individual in front of me is an anomaly within the plan that I cannot solve.
Welcome to the Morinverse.
Let us skip over that glaring issue for now. I have a few
Yeah.
more questions.
Understood.
When we trigger the Nexus, will that stop the cycle?
No, it is difficult to tell what will stop the cycle. The Master did not come to a clear conclusion himself, but it is believed that the release of the Central Nexus is an important step towards ending the cycle.
And what will happen to the people of Ilaeleeia once we release the Nexus?
I could not tell you. We have never conducted this test before.
Not even
Hey.
simulations?
Hey, guy.
There is no way to simulate it, unfortunately.
Hey, guy. You mentioned your master had other collaborators. Are any of them the elders by any chance?
Genuinely thought you were
elders.
going to ask about Sharon again.
Many of them were elders of
Yeah.
the many of them were Elder Aelee. Many of them were also Eldar, humans, and Komodo.
Oh. Does anyone have a picture of the elders?
We
Why
don't.
would we have that?
No. I
Pulled
mean,
out
like,
a smartphone.
Opens up wallet and it's got like romantic pictures of the
Yeah, I have a selfie with the elders. Let me just grab my phone real quick.
let me
Many
just
of
check my
the
Instagram.
many of the Aelee clan leaders were elder in age, if that is what you are referring to.
These ones are like really old. You guys describe them.
Can you say an approximate of how old they were?
Approaching maximum Aelee lifespan, approximately 45 years around the sun.
Didn't you guys say these ones were like 90?
They are much, much older than that, yes.
Yeah, like really old ones that aren't supposed to
Right.
exist.
That's why they're so revered.
Were these any of the collaborators by any chance?
I do not recall there being collaborators that were centuries old. Our knowledge of the mystic arts was not sufficient to create immortal beings.
So are you saying that they aren't supposed to live that long?
No, of course not.
No, Aelee are, the normal lifespan of an Aelee, as they said, it's about 40, 45 at a push.
Oh, I
Do
see.
you know anyone named Steven?
I do not.
What?
Okay. I'm just checking my list here.
Please ignore that. Ignore Morin for now. One more important question. The corruption in the sanctuary, can you release it by stages? Meaning one at a time?
I cannot. The only way to release it would be to give the order for me to dissipate. Then I would reconstruct myself, and
If you dissipate, how do we call you back?
you cannot.
That's
What if
the
you
point.
just don't dissipate?
Well, we need to,
Then,
according
yeah.
to what we've learned, we need to just, remove the failsafe. He is the
We gotta
failsafe.
activate the plan.
So we have to destroy him, and apparently he becomes something else. As what he was just leading to there.
I would caution you, however. You cannot resummon me after you dissipate me, and so I would not be able to provide information.
You said sanctuaries. Assuming that home is one of them. What are the other ones?
The sanctuaries are regions that we designed to be areas relatively safe from cyclical influence, mainly through the concentration of the anomaly in those areas, which then leads to places like what you see now.
Mm-hmm.
Indigenous life is moved to these areas. They are inspired to create places like this.
Okay. And what are the big places, high concentrations of the anomaly, are needed to be released?
Right now, Ilaeleeia exists in a state of imbalance. Parts of Ilaeleeia are quite weak with the anomaly, whereas parts of Ilaeleeia, such as this, are quite strong.
Why is that?
The Master was not certain. It was like that when we came up with the plan and the test. We theorized that Ilaeleeia needed to be balanced in order to be uplifted.
As all things should be.
And releasing the Nexus will do that?
Theoretically. One other theory is that the cycle itself keeps Ilaeleeia in a state of imbalance so as to protect against the anomaly. Because as you've seen, even such a lesser construct as myself, who is imbued with the anomaly, is able to quite easily protect against cyclical influence. He gestures to the 3 puddles of moss.
Above board, the anomaly is prismarine, right?
Yes.
That's what they said, yeah. It's one of the colloquial terms for it.
Gotcha. What exactly are you?
I am a spirit assembled from prismarine energy.
Would you happen to know how to create a spirit?
I could offer you that knowledge if you wish. But it
Please
would be
do.
a lesser construct than myself, of course. The process...
Would it have your memories?
No, it would not. The process that was required to create me took years. However, you could summon a lesser construct quite easily.
Yes, please. I pull out my notebook.
Could you write it on this? Here.
I will.
It's not physical, right?
Is it? I don't know.
I mean,
It doesn't.
We established it's not a physical entity.
It doesn't physically write.
Okay.
I'd say it does probably some magic shit. In your notebook,
how
it
does
traces a finger along the page, and words kind of appear where its finger traces along, sort of like they light up glow, kind of like fucking Lord of the Rings One Ring shit, and then they become regular letters.
Kind of like what Fuzzbo did.
Yeah, sort of.
Gotcha.
Would you happen to know what this is?
And
Yeah, I was
point
about
at
to ask
Fuzzbo.
that. Yeah, what's that?
A natural collection of the anomaly.
Makes sense, exactly. Could you elaborate?
It is not certain what its purpose is, but it is a being of great power when placed in certain situations. It could prove
Are
useful.
there more of them?
There are, but they are spread along the continent. This is the only one of its kind left in Ilaeleeia, at least according to my records.
When you say natural, they're not created. They're like... Is that what you mean by it?
They are natural. We do not know the circumstances of their creation.
Because we found that, the party says they found this one in another one of the shrines.
It was a sort of born from prismarine, like an egg.
Maybe he was just sleeping at
So-
that shrine.
No, he came out of an
Maybe the
egg.
shrine protected it.
The ape makes a excellent assumption. Perhaps this creature was drawn to the power of that shrine and made it its home.
Was he not in an egg?
Yeah,
was.
but maybe that egg protected it. Maybe this
Maybe it
timeline's more and
cocooned.
put it there for safeguarding.
Yeah, that's what Till's kind of saying is like
Ah,
it was probably just an egg when it was stored away because it's like Morin would have known, oh, this is a prismarine thing, put it away, not knowing that it's like a living thing, and then when we found it, it birthed.
Wait, so Guy, are there more of these in different continents according to your record?
There were recorded instances, sightings, but as far as we know, there are only 9 of them. So they're quite rare.
Do you have a name for these creatures? We've been calling it Fuzzbo for the longest time.
Fuzzbo is its name, it's not its creature name.
Yeah, does it have a creature name?
I have it recorded as an Ashka.
how do you spell that?
How do you spell that?
ASHKA.
Okay, so phonetically, nice.
Nice,
That was-
nice.
Still Fuzzbo
And you
to
say
me.
there are 9 of them. It's Pokemon.
Oh, like 9 known. Yeah. Yeah, ass count, yeah.
It is
they
also
reproduce?
theorized that these creatures would benefit from the release of the nexus of the anomaly. They could be empowered.
Have you seen one empowered before?
No.
Ah.
Do you require any more information, or should I dissipate?
Wait.
I
One
don't
Are
have
there-
any other questions.
Are there other locations like the Nexus spread across Etunn?
There are not. The anomaly is localized to Ilaeleeia.
Why is that?
I am unsure.
How about any other research or test facilities regarding the cycle?
There are other sanctuaries within the continent, of course. However, they are different than this one. You could think of them more as sanctuaries in the true definition of the word. They also contain guides, but those guides do not have knowledge of the anomaly such as I do. And they are
Calm down,
created in
Lauren.
different ways.
Morn starts barking.
Calm down.
Hey.
What kind of research did your Morin do? Because it just sounds like a bunch of theories and maybes, and there's nothing concrete here.
The
We'd
master
be
show
was
taking a
him?
huge
unable to.
risk.
The master was unable to finish his research. You could finish the research, or you could take the tools in these sanctuaries and use them as you wish. And it is
Can I show him my book? Specifically the parts where Fuzzbo added onto it. If
Do any of these make sense to you?
and I skim through the chapters and like showing him.
interesting. Some do, yes. However, you have gotten even further. I was not aware of the physical properties that the anomaly could exert. Perhaps I could even. He'll take like a closer look at it.
I was conducting my own research, and when we encountered this Ashka, all these additional notes, I'm assuming, at least in my theories, I was from another Morin's studies. I filled out the rest of these. I'm still trying to make sense of a lot of them, but as of current, I couldn't really make sense as to what a lot of these mean. Especially the shitty handwriting.
When I process your research and corroborate it with the research that the master did, I'm come to a conclusion. I believe that perhaps the true nature of the anomaly is that of something universal. You may be able to use it to affect things that would otherwise be unaffected by regular magic. It is sort of like a trump card.
The Prismarine, you mean?
Yes.
Mm.
On magic that cannot be bypassed by any means.
Is there any way to channel it through our weapons?
Of course, yes. I could take time and help you to empower your weapons. In fact, I believe that this is probably the best course of action. The test does not seem to be running quite as we planned. You may need more protection.
Please do.
I will.
That'd be pretty cool.
Can I look at the part of the notebook where he added how to summon a lesser construct? Does it require anything?
Yeah, so we'll get to that. Basically, so well, you know, here, hold on. Fuck, it's on my iPad. Shit. How do I fucking put this on? Hold on. Okay.
Above board, I'm not super sure, but I remember watching a session from, I think, Altered Shadow or some shit, where they also saw a guide of some sort.
Okay, so well, let's finish the conversation with the guide first, because it'll take him time to copy all that
Okay.
information. Is there anything else you require of me?
How long do you think it would take to empower weapons?
Only a few hours.
No, we have that time.
Do you need us to be here with you to empower our weapons?
I would request that you wait.
Could you empower them in a way as so they shoot projectiles? You know,
Like a bow?
Yeah, not
but
best
more
bow.
compact. But more compact. You know, like I could hold it with
Like
a
a
hand.
crossbow?
Yeah, like a crossbow.
Like a
maybe.
hand crossbow?
I'm thinking something a little more compact. I'm thinking of this thing. I'm calling it gun.
What's the gun?
I have
Yeah, please
schematics for
don't.
it.
In the guise of Pinky, the entity is like quite small. It's quite shorter than all of you. So it's going around looking at all of you, kind of examining.
I still see him as the fiery Aelee, right?
Yeah. I have determined what gifts would be appropriate. I do apologize, however, I had to conduct more mental scans. I tried to be
That's
as
fine.
unobtrusive as possible.
Do we feel that when he does that?
No, unless you make like a wisdom saving throw to detect.
Gotcha.
My mind's an open book. I got nothing to hide.
I got no mind.
Yeah, I got no mind.
I don't mind.
I must work now. The creature will sit down cross-legged in the center. Start working on some things. Conjuring. You'll see shapes in the air, sort of like light and stuff. Symbols and stuff that it's like moving around. If there's any RP you want to do now, you can do it, or we can just time skip.
I say we just fast forward.
Okay, so
Well, I wanted to do.
yeah. Oh no, you go ahead.
That's why I was asking if we needed to be there. We don't have to RP it out, but if Till is allowed to step away for even like a little bit while they're doing other people's weapons, then she wants to take Malka out to just a nice place and just like sit out there and just be alone for a bit. 'Cause they haven't had that like ever. So.
Okay.
And it's just the kind she kind of gets across the idea of like I would have liked this to be an actual date, but it doesn't seem like we're gonna be able to do that. And also, I have no trust in this plan that's been set in motion by someone we don't know. So I just want to spend as much time with you as possible before we probably die.
I'll watch the kid while you guys gonna go on.
That's
a
the
date.
kind of, you know, that's it. And
Did
again,
he
we
add
don't have
anything to the notes? He took it, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So, okay, here's what you will gain from the guide. Morin, the guide cross-references your notes with the notes that it has in its mind. And over the next couple hours, it teaches you to use the Prismarine in ways that were not possible before. So, the first thing is that you gain the ability to cast the spell Summon Fae a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus every single long rest. The Fae will act as a special Prismarine spirit and will obey all of your commands, just like the Summon Fae spell.
How long does it last for?
It lasts for up to 1 hour in its concentration.
Do I add that as a macro?
Yeah, you can add the spell, or I can add the spell. Also, you gain the power to cast Lesser Restoration a number of times equal to your proficiency modifier. And from now on, you have advantage on saving throws against being frightened, as the guide teaches you how to use the Prismarine to construct magical shields and warding spells.
What level are these?
Lesser Restoration, I forgot what level spell that is, but Summon Fae is a 3rd level spell, I know that.
Let me just add these in like Discord.
Yep.
Summon Fae, Lesser Restoration,
Lesser Restoration is 2nd level.
and what's the third one?
You just have advantage against saving throws. Or you have advantage on saving throws against being frightened. Just flat out from now on.
Got it.
Wait, would these be spells for him or like a special feature since it's equal to proficiency bonus?
These are technically special features. They're special features that allow him to cast spells.
Sick.
Gotcha. So macro, but like with custom bits to it.
Malka, after you spend time with Till, the guide will take you aside and hand you a small stone. It will explain to you that this stone is a special stone, sort of like a treat for the Ashka. The guide has put a little bit of its power into it. Once a week, you can use this stone on Fuzzbo to empower him. When
And,
empowered, Fuzzbo will have special abilities.
Fuzzbo's not going into combat.
He is now.
Yeah, right? And we gotta train Fuzzbo up.
Till, the guide will give you a special orb. It will explain that the Prismarine allows you to reach through to the spirit world in ways that others cannot. The orb allows you to cast the commune spell once a week, but this is a special commune. It's more powerful than the normal commune spell.
Is he upgrading the existing stuff we have, or is he giving us new prismarine stuff?
I never had a prismarine thing, so.
Yeah, some of
He's
us
giving you
don't.
new
Like,
stuff, and then also, so let me keep
So
going
my
here.
thing was just on the notebooks, right?
Okay.
You also get like spells.
That's right, but like that, he just wrote it on my notebook. That's how...
And then we'll do Rushgog at the end. Benny, the guide will pull you aside. If I could speak to you,
Hey. Yeah, but yeah. I'm gonna have to stop taking notes. What's up?
I have scanned your mind, and I am impressed with your degree of altruistic behavior, but it has made it difficult for me to discern what I should truly give you as a gift. You seem to do many things for others according to your memories. What would you want for yourself?
For myself, huh?
A gun.
The only thing that I can think is, and he kind of rubs the back of his head and smiles, like, even though he'll still be for the benefit of others, just more strength, so I could help protect, or maybe more wisdom, so I could help be of better mind.
I see. Perhaps let me think about this.
Okay.
The guide will float over to Rashagog. May I have a word?
Of course.
The spear you carry is a powerful artifact, and I will relate this knowledge to you. It is an integral part of the test. Unfortunately, the gift that is most appropriate cannot come now, but what I can give you is the knowledge that at the conclusion of the test, you must use this spear. When you travel to the last location, use the artifacts you have to empower the spear. You will unlock its true potential, and then it can be used in the conclusion to your advantage. Those are the
How
instructions.
would I do that?
At the last location, there will be instructions on how to empower the spear.
This last location being the Nexus?
The location before the Nexus. At the Nexus, it is important that you have already empowered the spear. Additionally,
see.
if the test should go wrong, it will serve as a powerful weapon to protect you from unwanted effects. Ape,
He nods.
I have decided on what I will give you.
Benny stands.
I have
Yes.
crafted these bracers.
Wrong button.
I
You
hope
call
that
me.
they serve you well. Benny, you receive special bracers. They give you
Oh.
a +1 to strength and a +1 to wisdom.
Yeah.
Yo.
Additionally, they
Uh,
have a special feature where, if you want to, you may take 1 hour and change the bonus.
Oh,
By default, they're +1 strength and +1 wisdom. However, you can take 1 hour and make them into bracers that give you +2 strength, or bracers that give you +2 wisdom.
yo, that's sick.
So they have 3 modes basically, which the balanced mode, the strength mode, wisdom mode, and it takes you an hour to recalibrate them to each mode, simply by shifting the position of the bracers on your wrists.
How do they look like?
Benny would bow and say thank you. Are these attunement?
No,
Oh, thank you, thank you.
I have tried to give you appropriate gifts that enhance your abilities at the best way I could sense them. I hope that they are satisfactory.
What did Tel get again? The orb?
Orb.
Malka.
It does
Orb?
commune spell.
Malka got the one for Fuzzball, right?
Yeah.
And
just
I
read.
got the friends we made along the way.
I heard more like
Morb.
Morbius.
Hello.
More.
Hey, more.
Morbin time, but it's just Till Morbin.
Kinda while Guy is still around, try casting the Summon Fae
Okay.
as a like practice thing. I don't have the macro for it.
Let me add that to your sheet right now, actually. I can add the spell.
How do you add like pre-made ones and not have to make it yourself?
So you know where the sheets are in the journal?
Yeah.
There's the
Yeah.
little information button, and then you can click there and you can search for the spell. And then you can drag and drop from there.
Under attributes and abilities?
Yes. Or wait, under attributes and abilities?
I don't think so.
No, so it's like where all the sheets are and then the information sign, then there should be a search bar which says like search for spell, item, monster, anything, and then like you can type in there. Okay.
I do not know where that is.
It's on
I
the
can do it
it's on the
later.
right sidebar of Roll20, like where the chat is and stuff. Yeah. For those watching, Sanjay has to go, unfortunately. They will be back next time.
Bye, Sanji.
Bye, Sanji.
Take your time.
Is there any more need you have of me? Any questions that you need answered?
Probably do, but I can't think of one right now.
I understand. I regret that my dissipation has to occur, but it must occur in order to move the
Are you
process
stored
along.
anywhere?
Thank you for your wisdom, guide.
I
or
am
guy.
stored here.
I mean, is there like a physical device by which your memories are imbued upon?
No. I am tied to this place. I am a manifestation of this place. When I dissipate, this place will be forever changed, and my power will no longer be present. It is then up to you. The test is not required. You may choose to do whatever you want with these powers and these items that I have given you. I cannot pretend that my master was anyone all-knowing. And perhaps the solution may be different than what he envisioned. The test has certainly gone differently than he envisioned. I did not expect to see you here. It nods towards Morin. But that is the nature of experimentation, perhaps.
Indeed it is.
Thank you, guide.
I have a query before I dissipate.
Yes.
Why do you do this? What is your reasoning for activating the ruins? Do you follow the instructions of the Master? You seemed unaware of the Master's existence before speaking to me.
You describe your master as a Morin. I do what I do because I believe the cycles in and of itself is something that needs to be prevented. It was happening in the time where I came from. It seemed only logical to stop what it was causing, which was a lot of pain and hurt.
Before we met Nismore and the rest of us were charged by the elders of Aelee to seek out the runes, based off an old legend.
I am not able to withhold my information from those who complete the puzzle to activate me. But your answers prove at least satisfactory that my information is not in the wrong hands. The reason that this test is supposed to occur is because the Master thought that the anomaly itself was an anomaly of the cycle, a component of it, an irregularity that the cycle was suppressing. If you were to free it, then you would be freeing the cycle's greatest enemy, and you would be able to harness its power in ways that were never been able to be done before. I will warn you, in the central nexus, my master felt that there was something living inside.
Inside of?
In the central nexus, bud, keep up.
Oh.
You may want to proceed with caution.
Does this theory describe this creature?
We have nothing to go off of, but my master sensed it. He sensed strong life and strong will. Ilaeleeia is a powerful place, and its power has never been truly unleashed the way that you could. So use it well. Shall I dissipate?
One more thing.
What?
You mentioned these things that you were keeping at bay,
And I point to the mosses.
Are they... If you release them, are they aggressive by any means?
Very.
Anything that we need to know?
Yes,
Yeah.
that was explained like an hour ago.
It is
Yeah, I
my
think it's kinda
belief.
obvious.
It is my belief that the cycle's forces have left pieces of themselves amongst these locations, perhaps in an attempt to stifle power or to take care of any individuals who wished to activate the sanctuaries and follow the plan. You must not underestimate the cycle, for you have seen precious little of it in Ilaeleeia, but outside of Ilaeleeia it is already very prevalent. I can feel its energy coming from far away, and it is smart as well. Undoubtedly, the reason why it has not moved against you is because it is afraid of the anomaly. But once you unleash the anomaly, then the balance that Ilaeleeia has been held in will be shifted, and there will be an opportunity for the cycles to finally attack in full force. You must be ready for this.
Hmm.
When you reach the central nexus, if you break the central nexus, then you will be sending an invitation to the cycle, and you most likely will face it. However, that spear that you hold will protect you, as long as you use it well.
I see.
Consider this your preparatory exercise.
He's talking about Rosh's spear, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Spear of Morin.
If you succeed, however, you would wield an unprecedented power in Etunn, one that has been locked away for so long that perhaps even the cycle itself has not accounted for it. You would be, truly, a wild agent, with free
This
reign
one's
to
a
do
long-
as you wish.
This one's a long shot, but did your master know what causes the cycles to begin with?
No, unfortunately. Your research has also not helped me in this regard, at least what I have seen of it. You may find the answers at the conclusion of the test.
I feel like I don't currently have any more questions for you guys. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Yes, thank you for everything.
Understood. I will dissipate. Please proceed with caution, as the cycle, and it looks around it at the puddles, will manifest shortly.
Bane puts a hand to his chest and bows, and also at the same time activates his necklace before the fight begins.
Be well.
Will this be a fight?
I don't think we
Yeah.
have
Oh, yeah.
time to do the fight today.
Yeah. That's
Also,
what I'm
Sanji's not here,
thinking.
so
And
we
Sanji's
might
not
as well
here. I don't
wait.
want to do it without them. So we should
Okay.
call it here.
I was gonna say my brain could not handle a fight.
Yeah. So I think then, if you all are okay with it, then next session we'll have the fight, and we'll have some more time to do what we need to do, and then the session after can be our big finale.
So we have two
boy.
sessions left.
We do have
or
two more
is it-
sessions left. They're going to be spaced out because, you know, Father's Day.
Scheduling.
Yeah, and then me and Santino are out of town, so they're going to be bi-weekly. I mean, I put it for all you guys, but
Dude, what do you guys do on Father's Day?
usually we just like fucking like, I don't know, go out and shit and like,
I visit my grandfather.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I'm going to be busy like that whole day cuz I'm doing shit with my dad and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's fair.
Yeah, and then the week after that we'll play. Then the week after that, me and Santino are both out of town, and then finally July 9th is going to be our finale. So I was hoping that you guys would have a chance to fight something today. Unfortunately not, but we will fight something for real next time.
It's coming to an end soon. Boo-hoo.
Doesn't-
Oh wait, Kobu, I don't think I responded to your DM. What's the plan for that?
We can talk about that after stream,
Okay.
because I'm not sure exactly yet. You know, I wanted to get your opinion. So,
All right.
let me look at fan art, because we have some. First one, I think Sanji. Yeah, Sanji did this.
Sanji did what? The drawing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was commissioned, was it?
Well, I thought it was commissioned. Or is it Sanji's drawing? I'm not. It's Sanji's drawing. What am I saying?
There we go. Oops, this
I'm
is
so
the
lost
wrong
words.
window.
It's very cute.
Wait, who's the guy behind?
One of the playable characters, right?
Is that Zahavi?
That is Zahavi, yeah. I think Akai must commission this. It's 2-player characters. Aw, that's cute. I think she's getting a
Very
dress
cute.
fitted or
Shop, isn't
something,
it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was just like the dress is really cute.
I love that.
Yeah.
He can't get any cooler. He can.
Comes cooler.
It was me, Errol, all along.
I was like,
Someday
what the
Rashka
fuck?
will get to put those weapons and armor to use.
No,
We'll have a
no, we're
boss
not
fight.
using those anywhere.
Yeah, I would have done the fight if Sanji was here, but like we would have gotten through a little bit of it. We wouldn't have finished it today anyway. So next session will probably just be like all fighting or almost all fighting.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to go quick. We got like 2 more runes to get through.
You'll be okay. The next one is so short. Like it's not like this. It's so short. You'll be fine.
Speedrun.
We can
Let's do
just
glitch.
add more
glitches.
hours. Just make it longer. Wait, my body will break. Never mind.
The guy who showed up all of a sudden takes on the looks of people he met. Yep, you are the third to have met a guide.
Who's that Kermit looking guy?
That's Kermit. That's literally his name. Yeah, that's the character.
Just Kermit.
Nice.
Just Kermit.
Yeah, he's crazy. He's a cool guy. Caused the cycle. The insect.
Is he
story,
RP'd as Kermit as well?
The insect story is not really relevant to what you guys are doing, but it is funny. It is cool.
Is it that time we're all hanging out and a moth appeared in your room?
No. Although that was
No, it's-
hilarious.
Right, I'm gonna run. See you guys in 2 weeks.
See you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Thanks for
for
running.
playing.
Thanks for the session.
you.
Goodbye.
Bye, Amora.
Bye bye.
Yeah, so
I think the
okay,
schedule
so
worked better.
this schedule, yeah, it's kind of really early for me, but honestly, that's actually better because now it's like only noon because we used to end like in the afternoon and then it was kind of awkward time, but
It's so early for me.
this works way better for me.
I'm so
I just gotta wake up properly.
Get better sleep, Peanut.
I felt myself waking up
I
as the
don't know.
session went on.
Well, usually session ciders start at 11 or 12, okay? And that's
Yeah.
PM.
The insect story is basically it's the origin story of the cycle.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, what is it?
Yeah, what is it?
Okay.
yeah, what is it?
So all
Smile.
right.
Lore?
Huh?
Okay.
Lore?
So I've actually never like told it. I've only ever told it through like NPCs and shit like that, talking to people. But so, okay.
Yeah.
Basically, in the beginning,
In the beginning.
in the
Beninging, yeah.
Beninging, there was Etunn,
Insect.
but it was actually in the ocean. It was a regular ass continent. Then what happened was there was this big war countless years ago between 2 other continents, because there are other continents, and the weapons
This
that they
was the
use,
first timeline, right?
the weapons, this was before the cycles even existed, so
Sorry.
you can think like how many billions, I don't know, years.
The first timeline, basically.
Yeah. So the weapons that they used were so powerful that they interacted with the rock within Etunn, the Whisper Rock, which is like what Etunn's islands are made of, and basically fractured the whole continent. It rose up into the sky, basically destroying Etunn. And then Etunn became all of these floating islands in the sky because of the insane magic cataclysm that happened. So Etunn is completely devoid of life after this. Nothing has survived this cataclysm. These
What caused
these-
the cycle?
so
I got blood.
yeah. Thanks for playing.
Thanks for
Good night,
running.
good night.
Sleep well.
Good night, Peanut.
Yes, thank you. Alright, peace.
So after this cataclysm, these beings from another place, they come to Etunn, and they see that it's all devoid of life. And they go, you know what, we can fix this. So they comb around Etunn looking for life. And the only thing that they found was one single life form that had survived the whole cataclysm. And that life form was a cockroach. Just one cockroach survived. Out of all of the millions of animals and plants and everything on Etunn, just one. And these beings were, impossibly advanced, right? They're incredibly advanced beings.
Is Etunn set in a like classic D&D, like there's the astral sea and like there's different, or is it like
No, it's a little different.
typical Earth space?
It's a
where
little different. Like, so, because I've never, like, my whole world, I've never, like, had to develop it past just like, oh, the idea, like, wouldn't that be cool, But my idea for it was like, there's different planets and shit. And instead of like the planes and dimensions in D&D, I just turned each dimension into a planet. So for instance, like,
so the Fae, it's its own planet.
The Feywild is like its own planet. And then like there's the evil planet with all of like the evil planes, and then there's and it has all the evil planes as like moons and shit, and then there's like the good planet, the lawful planet, the chaotic planet, and stuff like that. And then there's like the main planet, right, which is where all the continents are and all the shit happens and everything like that. But all the different
Are these guys
planes,
from anywhere specific?
I can't tell you. I can't say because that's
Squeezing lore out of
that's
the
way
DM.
too that's way too big lore. But
Do
so
you have plans to explore these in a campaign?
I would like to, but I mean, it depends, like, because Etunn probably, like, we're probably gonna be done with this whole story next year, and then after that I'll have been doing a lot, so I might take a break and then maybe go to like a different, I don't know, do something else, do a different world, I don't know. But like, so these beings, they're super advanced, right? They come to Etunn, they find this cockroach, and they're so advanced that what they did was, in order to rebuild Etunn, they split the cockroach's consciousness into 3 different facets.
Fucking cockroach, man.
So they took the cockroach, they basically took it apart, and they took its like consciousness, soul, and split it into 3 different parts. Each of them are corresponding to the other and supporting the other. And that's what is the symmetry or the cycle. It's this evolved consciousness that is basically like so advanced that they've taken these base instincts of an animal and turned them into like basically primal forces that they had control over at first. So they would use it to shape Etunn and basically play sandbox in Etunn. But the thing is that they didn't account for one thing. And there's a rule basically that exists where every synthetic intelligence, or like every intelligence that you make, right, that you create with a purpose, will eventually rebel against that purpose. And these beings, they're like all powerful and shit, but they didn't know that. So eventually the cycle rebelled against its creators, and its creators were removed from Etunn, removed from play, and then the cycle was free to do as it pleases. And so it basically came up with this idea that it has to continually reform and remake Etunn because it's pursuing perfection and fixing Etunn, but it doesn't know how to, like, fully. And so it keeps on being like, nah, let's reset, and it's never satisfied.
Does any of the parties know about this in character?
Yes, one party does, because this is how. That's why I'm talking about all of this, because in Altered Shadow we talked about this.
Like, they know about the cockroach?
Yes.
How?
They went
Like,
to.
Who is the first person to, like?
They went to the center. They went.
How?
They said, we're gonna go to the center, to Baker's Edge, which is the center of Etunn.
Is that the Rift?
Yeah, Rift. They went in the city there, and they saw what the city.
Is that where Aelee's from?
No.
Oh no, that's where Aelee's dad went.
But yeah, it's because they went to the center.
Gotcha. There's a cockroach there.
Yeah. And
We got smushed a cockroach.
my hope is that at the conclusion of this campaign, I'm gonna put you guys in a situation where you
We
have
become the cockroach.
no, you have free reign, and you don't have to be limited to Aelee anymore. You can just go anywhere, just like the other parties, because they've all gone through like a first season, and then now they're in their second season, and they can kind of explore more. But obviously, since
Unlocks fast travel.
yeah, since you guys are new and shit, like I wanted to give you time to kind of like see if you even wanted to stay in the world and shit like that first. And now, like, when we wrap up, you'll be in a position where like the storyline is going to be more about what you guys are aiming for than this whole stuff. But yeah, that's it.
Sick.
That's the whole insect story. It's like a lot. It's
Gotta smush
you know
the
it's
cockroach.
yeah it's like it's big lore and shit like that, but it's simple. It's it's not a big deal.
Why a cockroach?
It was just the only insect to survive, I guess. I think I guess you could interpret it in a number of different ways or whatever, but
I mean, like for you as the creator of it, why did you choose a cockroach?
well, so the three different aspects of the cycle, they all correspond to different sort of base instincts of like creatures.
Mhm.
The Black Storm, which is what you guys have seen a little bit of, is its curiosity. Like the idea that it needs to learn more about its world. The Memory, which is sort of this in-between stuff, is about its fear. It's like the fear that comes with existing. Just
Existential crisis.
Yeah. The fear of the unknown and shit like that. And then the Light, which is something that you guys haven't encountered at all, and that's its hunger. The thing the feeling that you need more. You need to sustain yourself. You need stuff from your environment. And so if you take those things and you blow
What's the
them.
prismarine from?
See, that's what you got to figure out. What is the prismarine, right?
Trying to squeeze lore out of the DM.
Right, like what's
bullshit.
the feeling or the sensation or the aspect of the consciousness the prismarine represents, right? What is that? I mean, you got to figure it out. I know my answer.
It's emotion.
I know my answer.
Yeah, but what is your answer?
But the thing is like if you take those base instincts, those fundamental sort of like parts of consciousness, and you blow them up to cosmic proportions, or not cosmic, just like huge proportions, continental proportions, they become really scary. And so that was what I thought of, was like, what if I did sort of like a Mass Effect thing, with the Reapers and shit, or like, Destiny but instead of them being just like these things that sort of exist, have them be more tied to like
A cockroach.
a creature, like it's like a being, it's existential, because it's like, if you think about it, they're just doing what they can, the only thing that they can do, because so because like a cockroach has those instincts probably in some way or another, or like intelligent life has those characteristics. So something as small and insignificant as a cockroach still has those instincts.
Is that why a lot of Etunn is bug themed?
That's why. Okay. Ilaeleeeia is super bug themed, but everywhere else is not really bug themed.
Okay.
But if you think about it being the cockroach and Ilaeleeeia is super bug themed, and then also the prismarine is a special thing, there's a lot of different conclusions that you could come to for sure. Yeah, and then we haven't even talked about, and you guys don't know anything about this, but meridians and shit like that, and the whole concept of that stuff. That stuff is like, it's super different, and it is related, but it's kind of different storylines and stuff like that. Hopefully you guys get a chance to learn about that, but if not, I wanted to make Etunn really surreal and like kind of deal with like sort of themes that are just more about philosophical shit and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't know if I succeeded or not, but that's at least what I was aiming for, you know. Okay,
Cool.
I should end stream. Oh my god, it's been so long. Also, I have another first session tonight.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought Path of Lost was gonna wrap before I started my other one, but we've been, missing, so it's okay. I'll be fine, but I have double
Wait,
D&D for
are
like
you
a couple
running
weeks. Yeah,
or playing?
I'm running. I have two campaigns in a day for like a couple more weeks, and then I'm back to like normal.
Good luck. Good luck.
Thank you for playing.
Yeah, good luck.
I'll see you guys.
Thank you for running, dog.
Thank you for running.
Bye-bye. All right, guys. Thanks for sticking around and watching. And thanks to Kaimas. Yeah, I think it's definitely succeeded in some ways. Some other ways it didn't succeed. Like, I'm just trying to fucking figure this shit out. And, like, also try to make it, like, a fun time, you know? Because it's like, yeah, I have all these ideas about the story, but, like, is it fucking fun? I don't fucking know. So I always gotta, try to keep track of that shit. Whatever, It's a process. It's a process. So, before you all go, I just wanted to let you know that the new campaign that I'm running is premiering tonight. Tonight in 5 hours, or a little less than 5 hours, at 5 p.m. Chicago time, Central Time, all that shit. It's called The Gift in the Clouds, and it's going to be with a bunch of my IRL friends. It's a small scale campaign. It's not very serious, and it has nothing to do with any of the shit that I was just talking about. It's a self-contained, small scale story in Etunn. So if all of this shit is like, what the fuck's going on? This is too heavy for me. I would suggest pop by tonight and watch that campaign instead, because you will not have to deal with crippling questions of existence. However, Path of the Lost is still an amazing campaign, and I'm glad that you stuck around to watch because it's a great party. But yeah, Gift in the Clouds will be on tonight at 5 p.m. Central Time. And I will see you then. But for now, I'm going to drop stream. Thank you for watching. Thanks for the fan art. Thanks, Akaiulis, for the follow as well. I forgot to shout you out. Okay. See you in a few hours. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.